Why does it feel like it takes so long to get the one thing you can't ever stop thinking about? After you leave this conversation today, I want you to feel like you have instantly accessed the thing that you haven't been able to stop thinking about for years. And the way I'm going to approach this is to basically deconstruct how you feel about your truest and deepest desire and why you even feel separate from it, why you even feel like you have to reach for it, you have to strive for it. It's not with you yet. Because that's why that desperate energy never feels right. And that's why you actually haven't received it yet, because you're still pedestalizing it in a way that is signaling to the universe that you think that desire is going to give you something pivotal in your life when you give you the pivotal thing in your life. There is no back door. There is no like the shipping cost is too high on the thing that you're asking for something you already have within you. And you also can't trick it. You can't pretend that you feel good without it and in an effort to still get it. If that's the intention, like source knows intention, spirit knows intention, it's gonna know, and it's not still gonna work for you until you fully let go and fully give yourself the feeling that you're after beneath the desire that you can't stop thinking about. So I really actually want you to practice throwing your desire completely away, in a sense that you can't get to the bottom of the feeling that you desperately want until the desire is not attached to it. So I feel like it's going to be an under the umbrella of something such as happiness, wanting to feel love, contentment, wanting to feel valuable, wanting to find worth in yourself, wanting to feel accepted, like you belong. It's going to fall under the umbrella of some of these things, maybe security, maybe freedom, truth, trust. One of these things is deeply lacking within yourself, and you think something else outside of you is going to give you that or those feelings. And that's just frankly not true. And Source is wanting you to figure this out before it gives you anything else. That's why you've been stuck. That's why it's taken so long. That's why the desperate energy continues to feel more and more frustrating. And we can shift this and we can change this. And it's going to start with an in body experience. Like, where in your body are you actually feeling this? It's probably going to come up as like a knot of some sort. It's going to feel like a knot. It's going to be in your sacral, in your stomach, in your heart space, in your mind, in your throat. And all of those, you don't have to know what any of those correlate to in terms of energetics. You just need to find where it is. What's pulling so tightly? What do you want to break away from so desperately? What do you feel trapped in? Where have you felt like you trapped yourself? None of these things are true. It's just a story you continue repeating to yourself, so much so that it has felt and become true for you. And the thing with a knot, if it feels like a knot, is that to unknot something, you can't continue to push further and further out. That just tightens the knot. That makes it like, I feel like what you're trying to do is get away from this thing onto the feeling that you have had your eyes on, onto the desire that you have had your eyes on for years. You're pulling and you're pulling, and the knot is just tightening and tightening. And what you actually have to do in this moment is meet it. When you meet it, the knot loosens. You can grab it, you can actually unknot it, and you can release yourself from the situation you keep trying to run from, the situation that you've placed a desire on top of to get out of, to not feel trapped in. And when you come together, like, that part is going to feel so uncomfortable. That part is going to be the work that changes your life, that instantly makes you feel like something has actually shifted. And it might feel really intense. It's like jellyfish venom. After a jellyfish stings you, the venom is going to stay in your body for a few days, a week maybe. And then the spot that it stung you is going to get really, really itchy randomly, like a week later. It's going to feel really, really bad, like something's really wrong, but it's actually just the venom exiting your body. And the same thing happens when you have integrated a feeling that you no longer want to believe. The venom of that feeling struck you at some point, and it's been in your body for since then, probably a really long time. And you have grown chronically around this condition, around these beliefs. And in order to unknot them and meet them, it has to leave the way it came in. So that's why you're going to feel it somewhere in your body. You're going to feel the knot loosening and the really deep, intense emotional sensations exiting. But that is when you are on the right path. That is when you are going down and, like, actually untangling a lot of the stuff that you no longer want to believe and you no longer want to attach to a certain energy. And so that's the untangling of it all. But now I'm still here. I'm still not where I want to be. I'm still not at my desire. Maybe I've untangled my belief, or I really feel like I've untangled my belief, and I really feel like I'm stepping into the identity that I want to be in over and over again. I wake up every day. I keep trying. I keep showing up. Why then still is it not showing up? But it is actually so much closer than you think, and it has nothing to do with anybody else or anything else coming into your sphere. It has everything to do with you not opening the door that's right in front of you, not opening the access that you have at all times, the access that you have to source, the access that you have to all of these feelings, and the ability you have to give all of these feelings to yourself. And it's really that we haven't learned how to have really tangible ways to feel those feelings without the said desires, because society has told us that we can't feel successful until our career is here, that we can't feel happy until everything's, we have the white picket fence, or like whatever your idealized version of life is, that you're always having to be working for it. We started working for life instead of living for life, instead of recognizing that every single day gets to be its own pocket of heaven. Every single day gets to feel expanding and good, and you get to continue unfolding into your experience of life every single day. Like, that is the secret sauce that I feel like we're not talking about enough. We always are working on becoming and working on doing this and that. And truly, the fastest way to your biggest and deepest desires is to not need them, to not feel like they need to exist. Because the more and more and more that you want them so desperately, the further and further away that they feel like they need to go. And This is especially compounded if you still haven't done the work to unknot the belief that you're trying to escape from with that desire. Because say you want a career shift and you want more money, money is already coming to you in some form or fashion. And if you're projecting hate and dislike and negative energy towards the channel that's bringing you money, you are then, money doesn't know what to do with that. Money doesn't know where to go. Money isn't like, oh yeah, I'll just like shift over here to this channel. Maybe you'll like me over here. Money is just money. You have to treat anything that you're bringing in with the same respect as you would if it was coming from the way that you actually want it to come through. You have to treat the responsibility of your current job with the same responsibility that you would have with the dream job that you want. Because money doesn't know the difference. Your desires don't know the difference. Your desires think, don't you have it all already? Or that's what they want you to recognize, is that you do have it all. And you do have the ability to tap into these feelings that you think are elsewhere, you think are outside of you. And you have the ability to feel them and get into them and unknot that experience and that belief that you don't want to have, and enter the belief and experience that you do want to have at any time. And you know that you're not going to give up, because you haven't yet. You've been through so many dark night of the souls. You've entered the void so many times. You've started over so many times because you keep thinking that it's going to be here, it's going to be here, it's going to be here. And it's never ever going to be in any of those places. It's always going to be with you. You don't have to start over anymore. It's with you. It's yours already. Whatever it is, you already have it. You already feel it. You already experience it every single day. And the universe isn't going to give you anything else until you recognize that. And thankfully, nothing else is going to come in until you integrate this lesson as deeply as you can. Because imagine if you start attaching all of your power to the things that you want. Imagine what happens when you start attaching all that you are to these small, trivial things. These small, trivial things. You're letting your biggest and deepest desires be so much bigger than you. How can you imagine to hold it if it's that much bigger than you? But you just need a perspective shift, because you're the one bigger than everything that you want. You're the one that holds it all and has the capacity to hold it all. And you have to stop trying to prove it to yourself. You just have to do it. You just have to keep showing up. You just have to believe that everything is working out in the most correct time. And if you stop wishing and wanting and having that desperate energy towards your desires, then your desires get to come in. And it doesn't get to be a access point to the love and acceptance you feel to yourself, to the value you think you hold, to the worth that you feel you are to other people, to the happiness and contentment you're after. It doesn't get to be any of that. It gets to be a fucking bonus, because you already have all of those things. Okay? What is it that you can't stop thinking about? How can you let it go? How can you release your grip? You have been fishing for so long and you've caught a lot. There's been a lot of amazing things that have come into your life, and you're trying to hold on to them and hold on to them, and you're waiting for the big net of fish. You're waiting for the payout. And what you need to do is let everything that you've gotten before go. Okay? Everything that you think you've acquired, you need to let it go. You need to detach from the idea of the big payout. And you just need to enjoy being on the water and casting your net. If this spot's not working, move somewhere else. Don't fixate on the fact that you keep coming up empty. It's a big ocean. There's a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of days to try. There's a lot that you can enjoy without the payout. Being in the sun, taking a swim, having a nice ice cold drink on a boat. You know what I mean? Like, I hope this is translating to whatever you're feeling. How can you have fun without the payout yet? How can you know just deeply that it's coming, that it's here, that it's already with you, that you don't need it to feel it? Because once you truly get that down and get that in your body and feel that and untie the knot and don't allow a deep desire to be a form of escapism for something you're running from, and don't hate or spend any negative energy on the things that you're running from, neutralizing everything that you feel like is not supposed to be in your world, and highlighting all the things that you feel are in your world, finding the little moments that you already have with those things throughout your day. It comes rushing in. You need to unknot and neutralize. You need to unknot, neutralize, recognize that everything that you deeply desire is already within you, and then go. Take the action. Honestly, once you start taking action, like true action, action that's not performative, you don't have time to think about if it's not working or not. You don't have time to worry like you have been. You don't have time to fixate on everything and wonder why it's not coming in, because you just have to make the next thing. You just have to do the next action. And when you fully commit to that, that's when things start happening. That's when clarity is found. Clarity is found through action. Yeah, maybe it looks messy at the beginning, but who the fuck cares? Who cares besides you? It doesn't matter if it's messy at the beginning. It doesn't matter if it's messy in the middle. It doesn't matter if it's messy at the end. There is no end, really, but it just has to be fun. It just has to feel good. You just have to enter a state that feels good in your body now. What is the feeling that you've attached so deeply and so ingrained in the thing you can't stop thinking about? What is that feeling? Because it's yours right now. You have it. You have it all. Take it. Like, literally kick your desire to the curb and say, why have you held hostage the deepest feeling that I'm after for so long. That's not nice of you. This isn't true. You're not bigger than me. This feeling is mine to have. Nothing else's. And that's today's message. A little intense. This something tells me that if you've stayed till the end, you needed to just exactly hear this. So I hope that you took it. And if you want to dive further, you can check out some links below. And I will just gently leave you here. It's all yours. Don't give up. Detach the feeling from the desire. Get the feeling. The desire might even change after that. Have a great day.